At this point, the pink sauce saga is a never-ending story, going from shipping out essentially food poisoning in a bottle, then to surprise everyone by essentially turning on the company who seemed to have saved her business by putting her sauce in Walmart nationwide. It's been a wild ride, and the ride just keeps going, because the last time we covered Chef P, also known as the pink sauce lady, apparently she was broke, even though she was bragging about selling 200,000 bottles of the pink sauce. So she then started a GoFundMe where she alleged the company she signed with wasn't paying her. And from that, she raised $25,000 as of the day of the recording of this video, and then she released this video.
So one thing they can't do is steal my legacy away from me. One thing they can't do is be me. No more beige sauce.
So that caught everyone off guard, especially her calling it the beige sauce, because apparently we learned the reason each batch is different colors is because they use real dragon fruit. I don't know what she was using in her original batch to get it that neon pink color. But I'm also confused on why she's saying they can't be her, but she's upset with them for not paying for marketing, because one would think that she would be the marketing vehicle here, but then she went live because she claimed that the company she partnered with was taking down all of her videos of her exposing them.
The people who said that they were helping me change the world and all of that were freaking liars. That's what happened. And my children are suffering because of it.
I mean, she got herself in that situation, so she needs to take accountability and get herself out of it. And during that live stream, she did not. But Dave's Gourmet, the company that she's claiming isn't paying her, responded saying they paid her $120,000. Well, it's safe to say that's not the story we heard from Chef P. And since then, we haven't really heard anything from her until the other day. I know she posted this TikTok.
Like, long story short, these people defrauded me. So I would have to sue them for fraud, because it's not only the calculation of the royalty, but it's everything else.
So I guess we have another YouTube video of hers to take a look at today. Will she take accountability? Who knows? I guess we'll find out today.
Now, let's talk about what is actually going on and, all of this chaos that's going on with Dave's Gourmet. So first of all, I want to acknowledge this $120,000 that they've responded to the blog saying that they paid me. So number one, it wasn't an upfront payment of $120,000 straightforward. It was sent to me partially. I don't know if it blocked out right there because the low battery thing came. But they were partial payments. And then also a huge chunk of that money went towards me paying for Airbnb and paying for hotels, because mind y'all, I was homeless for 6 months following this, in which I kept having a security issue because I was promised that I would receive legal help for people spreading false narratives about the pink sauce. However, that never happened.
What? What kind of Airbnbs were you staying at? 120 grand. And I don't even think it's been a year. Even if she stayed at Airbnbs that cost like something outrageous, like 5 grand a month, she would still have gone through only half of it. There is no accountability here. To me, it doesn't sound like a Dave's Gourmet problem. It sounds like a Chef P problem, because something is seriously wrong. If you receive 120 grand in the span of like 9 months, and then suddenly she can't feed her kids, and then she justified staying at these apparently extremely expensive Airbnbs because she was waiting for money to sue people spreading lies about the pink sauce. Number one, that doesn't make sense. Number two, the damage she's done to her own brand can't even be compared to people simply talking about her actions. I mean, I've seen a lot of the pink sauce coverage because I've covered this a lot, and it's just people criticizing her own actions and decisions.
So, it built up a lot for me, in which they know, and I have proof of the conversations that I actually had with them about not receiving the support that I was promised. So that goes to that.
So my question then is, was the support that she was promised in the contract? And it'll also be interesting to see if this turns into a lawsuit, because I'm sure we'll get way more details then. So far, she received like $25,000 to allegedly sue Dave's Gourmet and pay for her living costs. But you're gonna need a lot more than that to go toe-to-toe with a massive corporation in the US legal system. So one would think that it would be in her best interest to just figure things out privately with Dave's instead of doing all of this.
People speculating about me getting my body done. Me getting my body done would not make me broke. And this came from Eunice. This is my... And who makes a financial decision that would make them broke?
Okay, first off, thank you, Chef P. Very cool. But apparently you would, because your own actions got you here. But she does clarify by saying, meaning I wouldn't put myself in a bad financial situation just to get surgery. And I guess that's good to know.
Also, going back to my royalty, a lot of people like speculating or putting their input in. My royalty is supposed to be paid to me before any expenses. Before any expenses, I'm supposed to be cut my check. However, little do y'all know, or y'all do not know, because I've been silent for so long. We've been going through this since January. We've been going through this since January. So I literally have proof as to how the royalty was collected when I received my royalty for quarter one. When I received my royalty for quarter one, it was paid to me before any expenses. Now that I'm uncomfortable and they know that I would have been hiring legal help, they make this bogus excuse as to why they're putting expenses on top of my royalty. It does not work like that.
This doesn't make sense to me. So I can't really comment on this without seeing the contract. But in the influencer contracts I've dealt with, it's normal to get a commission on net income, not gross.
It's like, long story short, these people defrauded me. So I will have to sue them for fraud, because it's not only the calculation of the royalty, but it's everything else that is deteriorating my business and my brand. Because when we had negotiation, this is an innovative brand. This is an innovative product, which comes with risk, which means that money has to be allocated and put into marketing. The marketing is the company. They did not do that, which caused me to suffer drastically. And yes, I am in this for the long haul. That's why I'm here still fighting for my brand, because I'm not looking at the $1 million that was made. I'm looking at the millions and millions of dollars that wasn't made, because they're not freaking listening to me.
Okay, so she's throwing some serious allegations right now. This can get ugly real quick, but I'm confused about the marketing budget, because she's an influencer. It's lucrative for brands to partner with influencers because they are the marketing. They are supposed to be making the content to promote the product. And she hasn't been aggressively making content to promote the sauce. And I don't know why. The only thing she did was make a objectively terrible product, did not take any accountability when people were like, hey, it's showing up rotten in my mail. And then she went on to a talk show a couple times to just make a bunch of people dislike her product and her. So, I mean, one would think if someone got into her position and signed a deal like that they would be making daily content to promote the sauce, something like making recipes every single day of food that would go well with the pink sauce on her TikTok, on her Instagram Reels, on her YouTube Shorts. I don't know why she hasn't been doing that, because I guess for some reason she signed her deal and thought she made it, when in fact that's when it's game time. Like, that's when you need to sell your product, because now you have the distribution. You have freaking Walmart. You have your sauce in all the Walmarts. All you have to do now is sell it. People know where to go find it. You just have to sell it to them.
They're not listening to me. Like, it's so crazy. In freaking October, I was talking about a whole Barbie themed campaign. And no, we wouldn't have used Barbie font. I know people who commented on that as well. Like, there are certain ways to do certain things subliminally, but it would have been done, but none of that was supported. And I feel like the pink sauce was built through social media. The pink sauce was built fast through social media, and y'all deserve to see those visuals. Y'all deserve to see a fabulous sauce, and that is not what this is giving. This is giving beige sauce.
Why didn't you just do your own Barbie themed recipes on your own social media accounts? I doubt they would be stopping her from posting. I'm just struggling to understand this video. In her own words, you are not special. Take the reins of your life and brand and sell your sauce. But if you signed a terrible deal, you live and learn, you move on to your next venture.
I created the pink sauce, which is a vibrant, bright colored, beautiful, scrumptious, delicious sauce, and that is not what y'all getting. So now I have to work to rebuild my brand, and I am okay with that. And then also in regards to work, I'm comparing, call me delusional, but yes, I'm comparing myself to Beyonce. If Beyonce went dead ass broke, would you tell her to get a job? No.
Ma'am, you are not Beyonce. If you can't feed your kids, you need to work. Because again,
You're not special.
You would tell her to get another gig, and that's what I'm doing. I'm working my ass off every single day to rebuild the vision and the brand for my business. And then there's another thing. I own 100% of the Pink Sauce LLC. I did not sell my bread. I did not give away my bread. These people just took permission and abused it.
okay, so my question for her then is, does the Pink Sauce LLC actually own the trademark for the pink sauce? Because if not, she's SOL.
Or that is thinking about signing a deal with another company, please make sure that you have a contract attorney. And if they say red duck, blue duck, one duck, two duck, then make them write every single thing that they say down. Because what these people did to me was gave me an ambiguous piece of paper that you don't know if you turn it left or you turn it right. And they're just manipulating words. And it does not work like that.
I guess it does, because here we are. I guess she's alleging that she signed a contract that wasn't in her favor, but she's claiming she's now going to take back the Pink Sauce brand.
So moving forward, I'm going to be on here. I'm going to be talking to y'all, and it might be a little bit awkward starting off at first, but you know, we got to do this, and y'all got to see, and y'all got to learn me and all of that stuff. And I just feel like I'm free from prison. I'm freed. I'm unsilenced. I can actually create, and I am running this ship because these people did not know what they were doing. They agreed to something that they could not handle.
Her whole video is just confusing, and I'm worried it's going to get her into some legal trouble. And the only part she really takes accountability throughout the entire video is here at the end.
However, this is a really, really big learning experience for me, because before I sign any piece of paper with anyone, let's best believe that everything will be written down.
So it's going to be interesting to see what comes of this. Now, I guess she's selling recipes on her website. And this video also kind of confused me if she's still with Dave's Gourmet's version of the pink sauce. I'm just going to assume that she is, but who knows? I have a feeling this story isn't over though, so subscribe to the next part and you can check out the full recap of this video here or this other story here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.